Good morning friends and happy Wednesday. It's the 25th of March today and we are in the sewing room and we're doing some sewing. Huzzah! I've just finished piecing together the extra Hexies for my quilt top. I've got it here on my desk because there's no other room for it. I do have another row on my ironing board ready to press the seams, and then we're going to sew the rows into the quilt top. It is 100% possible to get this quilt finished in the next couple of days, I think, because there's nothing else to do at the moment. We're all stuck at home, keeping safe, keeping everyone else safe, and yeah, just staying calm about the crisis in the world. So to get my mind off things, I'm going to focus on getting this done. Here is the Charlie boy. He is fine. Hello, Charlie. Hello. Hello. Hello, gorgeous boy.
What do you do these?
So I'm pinning it all in place so that when I'm sewing it, it doesn't move. Can you see yourself on the camera?
Are you doing a video?
Yeah, I am. I'm filming it. I'm going to put it into a vlog.
Why is it scaring me? Ow! Ha. Why are you not talking?
Because I'm doing a time lapse.
Hello. Hello.
Bring it closer and you can say hello.
Hi. Hi. Then it can't see you.
Oh, well, I'm here. There, how's that?
Yeah, good. Can you see yourself when you're up?
Yeah, and then if you put it down, you don't know where you're looking. So then you put it up so you can see yourself.
Let's go.
Bye.
Bye.
Happy learning.
See you.
That was two of my nephews. The older one with the glasses at SNAIL, and then the little one is Xavier. They are here being homeschooled by my mum because she's a retired primary teacher. Yeah, it's really weird with our schools here at the moment. Schools are open, but then the government is also saying don't send your children to school if so they have been sent home with work to do. So they've been over yesterday and also come over today. So they're over and mum's helping them with their work, and they keep coming in and popping in and asking questions. Fascinated with my sewing machine, which is a good thing. I'm taking it as a good thing, but yeah, that's them. Cuties. Look, there's another cutie. There's a Charlie boy. Oh, sweetie. They'll come out and play soon. They will. He's being very patient and hanging out for them to play. When it's recess and lunchtime, they go out and play. That's what he's waiting for. He just wants to play. Don't you, mate? You just want to play, don't you? They'll be out soon. Don't worry. Success. The quilt top is finished. I'm very happy with it. It is like the perfect size, I think, and yeah, it looks really good. I'm super happy with the way it's turned out. So I've decided to back it using this fabric with the skulls, and for anyone interested in what the fabric is, it's by Andover, created by Libs Elliott. I follow her on Instagram. Her stuff is great. This one is pattern 8588, the Watcher. So I've decided to use this for the backing. I really like how it's nice and bright on the front with all these bright colors, and then on the back it has like this stark kind of contrast. Now, because I've made the quilt top bigger, I actually don't have enough fabric to do the backing. I'm about this much short. So the way to get around that is I'm going to cut 6 10.5 inch by 5 inch strips. I'm going to sew them all together in like a big long row. These are all the fabrics that are actually in the Hexie, so it doesn't look like I'm just using random fabrics. I'm then going to put that long strip along one end of the backing fabric just to extend it a little bit more. That way then I can use this fabric. I've incorporated a little bit more of the fabrics on the back, and yeah, I think I'll be able to get away with that sort of idea because it's such a scrappy, creative, bright type quilt. I think I can kind of incorporate just a little bit of oddness on the back using just that like strip of fabrics like this. So we'll see how it works out, because I am determined to use this as a backing because it's the only one that I found that works. I don't have a plan for it in the future. I just think, yeah, it's the best backing for this quilt. So I'm determined. We will make it work. We will make it work. Good afternoon and happy Friday. Oh, I might just move that out of the way. Yeah, hi, it's Friday. It is the... don't even know what the day is. I think it's the 3rd of April. I don't know. I'm losing track of the days. Well, like the dates, because we're not going nowhere. It's the 3rd of April. And I have been in self-lockdown or self-quarantine or self-isolation for almost 2 weeks now. It's been not last Saturday, the Saturday after I did a day at work, and that was my last time out. Which is a really weird thing to say, but yeah, I've just been home the whole time. I made a decision the day that I was supposed to go back to work last Sunday not to return to work for the moment, because I can't risk Graham's health or my parents' health. They are all very highly vulnerable or in the high risk sort of category of getting corona and it not turning out to be a good outcome. So yeah, I decided not to return to work until this is all sort of settled down. But now I heard today they were saying it was going to take like 6 months or until they get a vaccine, which is like next year. So I don't know. I don't know whether... I don't know so work is sort of up in the air at the moment, but I made the right choice for my family, and that's what I feel good about it. But in saying that, now I'm sitting here and I'm about to go out. I need to go out to get some essentials, you know, like personal essentials and stuff like that. I feel really weird leaving the house. I feel like I'm about to enter into, like, I don't know, this weird zone. I don't know, I feel really weird about it, and like really quite I don't know, sort of thing. Like, I gotta be careful of what I'm touching and to sanitize. I've got hand sanitizer with me, and I'm gonna sanitize my hands like ASAP, and then knowing that when I come home I need to wash my hands straight away and just sort of, you know, contaminate kind of thing and get myself all healthy. And I don't know, it's so strange. It's so weird. Yeah, strange times. I wanted to vlog today. I wanted to vlog this situation because this is the most weirdest thing ever. Yeah, it's just such a strange time to be living. In Australia at the moment, it's almost illegal to leave your house. You can only leave your house if you're doing essential shopping, medical, essential work, and if you need to go to study, if you need to study and you can't do it at home, that's the only time you can leave your house. So yeah, it feels really weird. Anyway, let's go and do our shopping and come back and yeah, just get it over and done with. Finished shopping, and the strangest thing about this whole virus pandemic thing is going into a place. Oh, I have a cut on my finger. It's the weirdest feeling going into a shop where you usually feel quite safe, and that you go like almost every week, and then going in now and not feeling safe, having to be 1.5 meters apart from other people, like being really quite conscious of that, even though other people aren't, making sure that, you know, whatever you touch, anything can be, you know, I don't know, is that a silly way to think of it? It's the strangest thing, and I think that's how I kind of felt about work at the moment as well. My workplace, I feel really safe there, you know, health-wise, and you know, I just feel safe. But yeah, since this virus has started, I don't feel safe being there, and because I don't trust anybody. I don't trust where other people have been and what they've been doing and stuff. So yeah, it's the strangest thing. I just feel so unsettled by it, and it just feels really weird. But anyway, I'm gonna go home now because I'm done. I'm gonna go and like disinfect my hands, wash, you know, my arms and my face, settle into the rest of the day. I think I'm gonna do some sewing. Throughout the week I've been doing some more of my little love hearts, and I've got a couple more to go, and then I can start stashing it all together. I think one of the good things about this self-isolation bizzo is I get a chance to sew and to finish some projects, so yay. I still haven't done anything about my Hexie flower quilt. I have been hardcore procrastinating over that, mainly because I'm stuck on how to quilt it, and also I just hate basting. You know, if I can procrastinate over that for as long as I can, I will, and I have been, so you know. Anyway, let's go home. So I'm back in my sewing room. I've washed my hands and I'm fully sanitized, so I'm nice and clean. After going out, I'm so surprised at just how many people are still out and about and just carrying on like nothing's happening. So strange. So strange. But anyway, I'm going to carry on this afternoon with my hearts. I have been sewing and sewing and sewing. I've added a couple of white ones because it needed another colour in there. And now I have 3 more of my Liberty print hearts to make. And all of the blocks will be done, and then I think maybe later today or maybe over the weekend I'll sash it and put some borders on it, and then quilt top is finished. And then I gotta think of how I'm going to quilt it. Ah, so many decisions. Okay, all blocks are done. I've made 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 blocks, and they look really nice. Again, because of the camera settings, all of these sort of colours are really quite bright. In real life, they're like a pastel type colour. I'm happy that I added in the white hearts. It just really needed that fourth colour. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th colour. I can't count. So now I need to decide whether to sash or not to sash. That is the question. I don't know. I kind of do, but at the same time I kind of don't. I'm not sure whether I should or not. I think it's something I might have to sit on for the next day or so and just figure out whether I want to or not. If I did a sashing, it would only be really quite small and skinny like I've mentioned. We'll see. That one's gonna need some thinking time. In the meantime, I think I'm going to do some colouring in. I've done a couple more pages. So I'm in the middle of doing the giraffe. She looks very nice. I did this little guy last week. I'm pretty sure that's a mouse. Or a gerbil, I don't know. Then I did a Mr. Hippo. He looks very cool. And then I did this one, the rooster, which I think looks incredible. And then I did show you my dog in my last vlog, and he looks so lovely. That's the one at the front. So I'm going to get some pencils. These are the ones that I've been using, but these are my very old set of Faber-Castell pencils. I got these when I was in high school, which was, you know, ages ago. So I kind of go in between the 2 packets. So I'm going to find something fun on YouTube to watch, I think. And we'll do a little bit of afternoon colouring. While of course I sit here and decide what I want to do with this. She looks really good. I'm really happy with the layout. Good afternoon and happy Sunday. It's the 5th of April and it's a cozy, quiet, comfy day at home, as have pretty much all the other days of the week have been. This morning I have been doing some colouring in. I'm still doing my colour by number animals, and I've started doing the camel. So she's looking lovely there. Alice, I'm going to call her Alice. The camel has 1 hump. So yeah, just been focusing on that. I have also been pondering over what to do with my Love Heart quilt. I'm still so torn on whether to sash it or not. I actually put a poll on my Insta stories just not long ago asking whether I should sash it or not. We've got 59% of people think I should sash it. 41% of people say I shouldn't sash it. That's what the poll looked like if you saw it. I've just put it up about an hour ago, so we'll see what that result is. And I will be very much alerted by what people say because I ain't got a clue what to do with it. I don't know. So I still have my Hexie quilt to quilt. I think I've just like minutes ago I was looking through Instagram for some inspiration on how to quilt this quilt because I just don't know. I don't know, I'm just so uninspired. I just don't have any ideas at the moment. It's crazy. I just came across a few ideas on Instagram and I'm pretty sure I know how to quilt this now. I'm going to do two things. One way of quilting I haven't done before. It is straight line quilting, but I haven't done this particular style before, so that's fun. So it should be interesting to see how it turns out. And then I initially didn't want to quilt over the Hexies at all because obviously I've appliqued them on and I didn't want to go over the stitching of the Hexies, but I think I'm going to now. I think I'm just gonna not bother and just quilt the whole thing. So I'll try my best to make that a priority to get basted and quilted this week. I've been meaning to do it for the last 2 weeks, but I've just, like I said on Friday, I procrastinated hard on doing that. I have also been inspired by something I found on Twitter. It's another Liberty project. I found it on their website. So when I was over in the UK last year, I picked up this beautiful bundle of Liberty prints, and because they were so expensive, they were about £40, which is like $80. I didn't want to just, you know, rush into a project willy-nilly. Oh, bless you, Dad. I didn't want to rush into a project just like willy-nilly with these fabrics. I wanted to find something special, and I found a really great quilt on the Liberty website, and it's actually a quilt that I've been wanting to make like for a long time. And yeah, I was like, when I saw it I was like, oh, it's the perfect project for this bundle. So it's this one here. They call it a flower show quilt, but it's just using the orange peel applique. They provide the template on the back, and this is what the block ends up being. So you're appliquing this like petal shape, or even an orange peel, whatever you want to call it, onto some backing fabric, and then applique it on either with a sewing machine or by hand. And then when you piece it all together, it looks like that. So this is what I'm going to do with this beautiful bundle of Liberty fabrics. I cut out the template for it. I'm going to put it onto background fabric. I think I'm just going to use a plain white homespun, or up here in this on this shelf I have some white on white print fabric. Maybe I'll use that, I don't know yet, but I'm very excited about this. So that is another project that I have ready to go. Yeah, so I am not short of things to do at the moment. It's just getting the motivation to do it, because at the moment I'm loving just sitting and colouring and just, you know, listening to music or watching YouTube videos and just, you know, really being mindful of what I'm doing, just being in the moment, not worrying about anything, and just, yeah, keeping safe and healthy. But yeah, I thought I'd just do a quick little update today. So I will possibly continue this vlog into next week, because I can't really remember what I vlogged. I just sort of vlog like random days of what I'm doing. And yeah, we'll see what we can get up to this week and how much we can get done and how productive I can be. We'll see. But object at hand is to finish my cup of tea. Tea has been the saviour every single day, and one of the good things is it's April, which means our clocks have gone back, so we're back on normal time, and it's starting to get cooler, so you can start sort of feeling the cooler winter type you know, weather. I've got a nice long sleeve top on today, got the slippers on and jeans, cup of tea. This is like my element. This is my ideal day. The sun is still out, so if I need to go out and just warm up a bit, then I could do that. But yeah, it's like quilt on the sofa weather with a cup of tea and just be happy and cozy and safe. Okay. Good afternoon and happy Monday. It's the 6th of April and I'm procrastinating. I am procrastinating over basting my Hexie quilt. I laid it all out before lunch and now I'm just sitting here looking at it because I'm procrastinating hard. I don't want to do it. Here she is, all ready to be basted. Got the iron and the spray ready to go. I just got to hook up the extension cable so I can have the iron on and then get into it. As I mentioned yesterday, I have decided how to quilt this. I'm like 95% sure that I'm going to quilt it the way that I'm thinking of quilting it. But it's just basting it. I don't know why I'm just procrastinating over it. I just don't know. I just gotta like just do it and just stop faffing around. I am trying to find something to watch on TV because I do actually like having the TV on while I baste. I like it as it's like a really nice sort of distraction of what I'm doing. I'm using that as my excuse of why I'm not doing it. Which is not good. It is 10 to 2. I should really set myself a goal. I should say let's try and get this finished or basted by 3 o'clock. There you go. Yeah. An hour to get this basted and I can definitely do it in an hour. So, I'm just gonna suck it up and do it. Just do it. Good morning and happy Tuesday. Today is the 14th of April and I'm having a bit of a mare. I am desperately trying to do some editing. I've been filming for the last 2-3 weeks of just little bits that I've been doing here and there, and I'm having a lot of issues with my editing software. I recently updated the software on my computer and now because I've done that, iMovie is not working. I can't get the new version of iMovie because of lots of different reasons. So I'm having a really frustrating day today. And I have been trying to get a vlog out to you, but it's just not working at the moment. So I don't know whether you're going to see this. If you are seeing this, then I have worked out the problem. But right now, I don't know what to do. But anyway, what have I been up to? I have been doing my little love heart blocks. I have started sashing it. I sashed the first 2 rows at the bottom and that's as far as I got because I'm not 100% sure whether I like it or not. I think I do. I'm warming up to it. But yeah, we'll see. I was also able to baste my Hexie flower quilt last week and that's as far as I got. I wanted to show you what I did with the backing because with this quilt here, I made it bigger than what I was planning, so therefore the backing fabric that I chose, this one with the skulls on it, it actually ended up being a little bit too short. So what I did is I did a strip of some of the fabrics that I've used in the Hexies and I've just put on like a just like a little extra bit up the top just to make it a little bit longer. So it's just sort of like a really simple pieced back to the quilt. So yeah, I got that all basted last week after procrastinating for ages over it, and now I'm just procrastinating over quilting it. But I'm getting so frustrated and fed up with my computer today. I just want to quilt. I just want to get lost in my machine and getting this quilt quilted, because it's, I don't know, I need to, computer and technology and stuff just frustrates me when it doesn't want to work, and when just silly stupid things. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, I'm going to get lost in my quilting. I know how I'm going to quilt this one. It's just going to be basic straight lines, but I'm going to be doing it horizontally. So I'm just going to do horizontal lines. Usually I just do vertical lines, but this time I'm just going to do horizontal lines. Oh, I know what I'm talking about, sure. Yeah, I'm just going to do simple horizontal lines and see how it looks. Yeah, it's just time to get lost in some quilting, I think. Oh, it's wobbly. Oh well, you're at an angle and I don't know whether you focus or not. I don't know if it's, well, not straight, but you know, it is what it is. It's a little bit later on in the day. It's actually really quite late at night. Let's have a look. It is 11:35 and on my quilt I have about I think I can squeeze in 2 more lines, and then I have finished quilting my Hexie flower quilt. Finally. It hasn't taken me all day to do it. I did a little bit like this afternoon, but I was trying to escape all of the issues I'm having with my computer at the moment. And then I started it back up about 9:30, and I've just been spending the evening quilting and listening to some lovely worship music. I've got a really nice thing going on at the moment, so I've just had a really nice evening where I've just escaped all of the issues happening in the world and focused on just quilting. So it's been really nice. So let's get these last 2 lines finished, and then I will call it a night. And then tomorrow I'm going to have another crack at getting my editing software up and running so I can edit all of the footage that I've been filming over April. And yeah, hopefully I can share that with you. Hopefully I can get that. Yeah, I don't know. There are a couple of other things that I can try and get it working. Fingers crossed it works, but I don't know. Yeah, I focus on that tomorrow, and then also get the binding on this as well done tomorrow. So anyway, let's do the last 2 lines before it turns over to midnight. Otherwise I will turn into a pumpkin. No, not really. I mean, it's not as if I'm going anywhere tomorrow. I've got nothing to do. Don't need to be anywhere. Got no one to meet, no one to deal with. Don't have to go to work. So I can afford to stay up late and get this done, because I have been procrastinating over getting this quilt done, because that's just what I do. And so it's finally nice to be sort of in the right sort of headspace, creative mind to get it done and just to crack on and just keep quilting, you know. So anyway, enough chat, more quilt. Okay, time check. It is 11:48, 10 to 12, and my quilting session has finally finished. And I'm really happy with the result. It looks really good. Ta-da! If you can really kind of tell, I'm actually really loving just how subtle the quilting lines are, but it looks so good. So what I've done is I've just quilted horizontal lines, as I mentioned this morning. I just did really laid back, basic straight lines. I didn't sort of keep them at a particular distance. I just did whatever felt right, I suppose. Just easy, breezy, lazy, fun type quilting straight lines. I think here I did go a little bit off, but you know, I don't care. I really don't care. I can tell it's not really straight here, but I think it really adds to the charm of the quilt because it's just a scrappy, fun kind of thing, but it looks really good. And that is what the back looks like. I love using a thread on the back of the quilt that is contrasting, so you can actually see the lines. It's really tactile and lovely, and I just love how it looks. Just these lines just give me so much pleasure. And then that was the extra piece at the top of the quilt, so only about that much is going to be visible along the top. I am really, really, really happy with the results of that. Tomorrow I will, actually I'll do it right now so it's done. So tomorrow I'm going to, where is it? Oh, there it is. I have a tin full of all of my binding scraps. So I'll delve into this tomorrow and we'll put some together. I quite like the ones that have patterns on it, so I like these ones. Black and white, of course. We'll do that one as well. And a couple of these I've actually got the fabrics in some of the Hexies, so it will sort of tie in nicely. But anyway, I'm going to worry about that tomorrow because, you know, it's midnight and I want to go to bed. But yeah, that's gonna look really cool. I've never done a scrappy binding before, so it should be interesting what the result will be, because yeah, anyway, I shouldn't have got this tin out because now I just want to go through it. But anyway, it is bedtime and I will see you tomorrow when I do the binding, and hopefully I can get my editing software okay again. Oh well, if you're seeing this, I have. If not, then this is a vlog that's lost forever. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I gotta go to bed. Good night. Oh, good morning, puppy. Good morning and welcome to Wednesday. Here is the puppy, Charlie. Charlie. Hello, gorgeous boy. You right? Yes, welcome to Wednesday. It is the something of April the 15th. I spent a couple of hours this morning still figuring out my editing software. I'm downloading a new version of iMovie, which hopefully will work with the software that I have on my computer. It's all very complicated. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but hopefully this works. But in the meantime, I'm going to pick up where I left you last night, and that is with doing the scrappy binding for my Hexie quilt. So these are the ones that I've got out that I like, and they all have sort of like a really nice pattern to them. All the other ones that I have are all just like plain whites and pinks. I am very excited to piece this binding together. Like I said last night, I've never done a scrappy binding, so hopefully it works, hopefully it looks good, and it sort of adds something a little bit more to the quilt. Seeing it in the daylight, I'm very happy with the way I've quilted it. It looks really good, nice and subtle, but you know, just it really suits the quilt. There you go, you can see the lines that I did now a little bit more. So not perfect, but you know, nice. So I hope not to jinx it, but today is turning out to be a very good day, a lot better than yesterday. I have, I think, like 99.9% sure that I've sorted out my editing software. Yay, I'm so excited. I know it probably doesn't mean anything to you, but it's very exciting for me. It just means that I can now finally edit some footage and put a video out for you. And I'm going to tell you now, I am planning on doing a vlog series that I've done previously in the past, a couple of years ago I think I did. I'm going to try and do everyday May. So having now a software that will edit the videos every day and to allow me to do that, it's a good feeling. So yay, I can finally get something out to you guys. But the other good thing is that I have just sewn together all of my scrappy binding bits. It is the perfect size for the circumference of my quilt. What I do to measure how much binding I need for my quilt is I just measure the length of one side. So for example, this one was, okay, I'm going to do this in meterage because I do my binding in meterage because I'm used to that. So the length of this quilt is 1.6 meters. I times that number by 4, which was like 6.4 or something like that, which means I need to do at least 6.4 meters of binding, and that's what this measures. So that's just how I calculate my binding. This is a square quilt, so all of the sides are all the same. If you're doing a rectangular quilt, I would measure the longest length first and then times that by 4, and you'll have plenty of binding to do all of your edges. So I'm very excited to see how this works. I think it will be pretty good. Majority of the fabrics that I have in my binding I've used in the quilt, so I think it should sort of tie together. I'm just gonna trim the edges down to the edges of the quilt, and then we'll pop the binding on and see how it looks. I'm so happy today has been successful so far, but the day is not over yet. I mean, it's not even midday, and there's still a lot of the day left to live and to get through. So hopefully it continues to be a successful one. Happy days! Another successful thing happening today. The binding is now all sewn on. No issues, went on really, really well. I think it looks okay at the moment. I think once I hand sew the binding to the back and then have a look at it from afar, we'll definitely sort of be able to say success. But at the moment I think it looks okay. It's 20 to 1. I think I might have some lunch and then spend the afternoon doing some hand sewing in front of the TV. As always, that's what I love doing. I'm currently watching Ozark. A lot of people have recommended it to me, and a lot of people have been saying that it's really great on the net, so I'm like, well, let's give it a go. I've just started season 2 and it's pretty intense. So far I'm liking it. It's very intriguing and drama filled. Yeah, we'll watch a little bit more of that this afternoon and see how far we can get with binding this lovely, lovely lady. Good afternoon and happy Thursday. Today is the 16th. I think that's right, it's the 16th. And I've spent the morning doing some nice, lovely things, i.e. finishing my Hexie flower quilt. Yay! I've just finished putting in the last stitch on the label. And of course, it is my signature Hexie flower label. How can I not do a Hexie flower label on my Hexie flower quilt? It just makes sense, doesn't it? So that's what I sort of just put on it. Just the date, April 2020, and my name, because I am the one that made it. And then just to finish it, I just did a basic blanket stitch as I always do. I am very, very predictable like that, but hey, like I said, it's my signature and I love doing it. So this quilt is now officially finished. Huzzah! And I'm so happy. I've just popped it on some coat hangers and I'm about to go pop it outside and get some photos and things. But this is what we're working with. This is the back. So I've got this nice lovely strip of fabric up the top, and a couple of these fabrics are actually in the label. I actually purposely picked them because of that, so that it would all sort of match. Hang on, I'm trying to show you. So we've got this one up the top and this one and this one and that one, I think, maybe, no, No. So yeah, there's some sort of, you know, cohesiveness and matchy going on. Oh, and by the way, the binding looks really good. I'm very happy with that. I finished doing the binding last night. I just sat and just sewed and sewed and sewed because it's my favorite part of quilt making, and I'm really happy with it. It just works, which, you know, is always a good thing. I'm gonna find my phone, whatever I've done with it. Oh, right. Phone, and let's go take some photos. We'll also say hello to Charlie too. Hello, my darling. Hello. Hello, gorgeous. Oh, down you go. You need some belly rubs. Okay, hang on. Where's your belly rubs? Bonjour. Alright, come on in. Yes. It's all about you, isn't it? Yes. I'm taking photos of you today. Can you take a photo of my quilt, please? Let me put this one over there. I'm really happy with the way that this has turned out. Now that I've finished it, this is the dilemma. What do I do with it? I've already got about 2 or 3 quilts for my bed, 2 or 3 quilts out in the front room. I don't know. I think it's just going to be a spare quilt for whenever. So I'm going to end this vlog here. I've got no idea how long it is. I have about a bajillion different clips of days to edit. I'm going to do the edit this afternoon. So thank you for making it this far into the vlog, for making it all the way to the end. Gold star and high five to you as always. I will do my very best to keep vlogging. I will be doing Everyday May, if you picked that up from earlier on in the vlog. I have been jotting down some ideas that we can do throughout the month. If there's anything you would like me to do during May, like a little craft thing or a little sewing thing or a block tutorial maybe, or whatever you want me to, I don't know, talk about my favorite quilting tools or whatever, let me know and I'll make a note of it and hopefully try and do it during Everyday May. Yay, I'm very excited about it. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching as always. I hope you're all staying safe and well and healthy, and I will see you again sometime very soon. Bye!